guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a sit down talk through video, and today's video is going to be a very slightly sensitive topic. It's one that as women we don't like to talk about. Like, we don't even want to discuss this because it is freaking sensitive. This is my take on things they don't tell you about pregnancy. Okay. Generally, things they don't tell you about pregnancy, about motherhood, about children in general. I personally think mothers are underrated. Like, what we go through generally, not just the physical aspect of it, the mental aspect of it, I think it even takes up 70% of our struggle than the physical. And I mean every word of what I'm saying. You'd see a mother come out look good, but what she struggles with behind the scene is something that I don't think so many people, when they know this, would even want to indulge into having kids or getting pregnant, but it's part of life. So I wanted to share my take on this topic because I wanted people who are like moms to be, or people who are still trying to, have kids, also understand and prepare themselves basically, because I didn't have the choice, I didn't have the opportunity to prepare myself for this, and I hope this video actually helps you. So the first thing I will talk about is the physical changes that actually happen in your body. My God, it is real. Like, your body just goes from 100 to 0 real quick. So many things just start happening on your body, and you don't even have the time to process it in your head. So during pregnancy, the first trimester, you notice that you begin to have symptoms even before you even have or go for the test. Your body just generally becomes very sensitive to a lot of things even before you know you're pregnant. So finally, when you find out you're pregnant and it's like the first trimester, you begin to see all those nauseas and um, morning sicknesses that come with the first trimester. A lot happens, guys. So many mothers, like I myself, have been okay. I have 3 kids. If you don't know, my 3 kids, for each pregnancy, they were totally different. When I tell you totally different, they were totally different. My first pregnancy was not the same with the second was nothing like the third, and none was the same, guys. None was the same. My first pregnancy, I struggled with morning sickness. Like, guys, I legit struggled with morning sickness. I had everything that you could think of. Okay, except from spitting, any little smell, spicy or sweet, irritates me. Some things I eat on a normal day, I couldn't eat it throughout my pregnancy. Like, okay, for example, Indomie. I despised Indomie in my first pregnancy. I couldn't eat it. I couldn't stand where they were cooking it. Is what happened on the first trimester, and this is what many people would experience. And yeah, if you're someone who does not experience this, by far you are very lucky. My second pregnancy, I wasn't really experiencing so much, but I was always treating malaria. Guys, I was always treating malaria in this pregnancy. It was ridiculous. Like, I was in and out of the hospital. I was falling sick every now and then, and I was on, I was taking medications, I was taking my prenatal drugs, I was doing everything I was supposed to. But I don't know, I was always coming down with malaria all the freaking time. I was on admission severally on this pregnancy, the second pregnancy, that it was, I became scared for myself, you know. And that's to show you how much your body can actually, change, or how much your body can actually process things. So that was what I battled with on my second pregnancy. The third one, like I said, I didn't experience anything, like absolutely nothing. There was no nausea, there was no vomiting, there was no um irritation from food, there was no skin sensitivity. I was just perfectly fine. I was just fine. So it differs. Pregnancy differs. So whenever someone is telling you, oh, when you're pregnant, you're gonna experience this, you're gonna experience that, guys, no, 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 no. Don't take it. Yours is very different from what I may experience. So don't take what don't take what everybody tells you. Yeah, take the good ones, the tips, because if it happens to you, you know what to do. And if you do not understand, if you do not understand what is going on with your body, take out time and go to the doctor. I don't advise self-medication. I don't at all, especially when you're pregnant. You may take all the very bad and wrong decisions, and at the end of the day, your child will be the one to bear the loss. Another thing I want to talk about on changes on the body is the fact that you begin to see these very drastic stretch marks. First trimester, you're fine, you're doing well, your body is still looking, fantastic. Second trimester, your body begins to change slightly, your bump starts coming out, your boobs start getting a little bit engorged. The third trimester, it's like someone just came from nowhere at night and took a razor blade and sliced up your tummy. Like, it, you begin to wonder, like, the stretch mark is real. The very unlucky type, some stretch marks will disappear over a period of time. Like, even after years, they are still there. Why some people, after their pregnancy, the stretch marks just disappear? Something I didn't know, of which I knew of a later day, was the fact that I wasn't taking enough fluid that my body needed. So I was still drinking water like I normally do when I was not, pregnant. And that really is a bummer, because now you're taking in fluid for two. If you're going to drink like a liter of water a day, why not triple it? Make it 3 times over, because your body now is beginning to work times 2 of what it would normally do. Now, this I didn't know when I was pregnant with my first child. I got to learn it in the later time, which it was not late anyways, but I didn't know this and I had to learn it the hard way. You also want to eat healthy. Those things you crave on a normal day, yeah, you're gonna be eating them, or learn to eat healthy. There is nothing as important as it. You want to eat all the pizzas and ice creams. You can have a cheat day where you eat all of that, but try to stay healthy with your feeding. Try to take a lot of proteins, vegetables, and fruits, so that your baby can have the adequate nutrients to grow properly and come out complications or without any difficulty during birth. So you're helping yourself and you're helping the baby. It's a vice versa thing. Okay. So the fourth one I want to talk about is heartburn. Okay. So on this issue of heartburn, so many people can swear that they die literally of heartburn. Like, they can't go a day without having heartburn during their pregnancies. But for me, my first pregnancy, no heartburn. My second pregnancy, no heartburn. I never experienced heartburn during my pregnancies. And I am saying this with the fact that if I ever did experience it, I should know, right? But I never experienced heartburn. I never experienced what it felt like. When people say I have heartburn during pregnancy, I never experienced it at all. I never. So I don't even know what. Okay, I generally don't experience heartburn. I guess if I'm to count how many times I have actually experienced heartburn, I would say once or twice through my life. Yeah, it's like that for me. So when people were always saying I have heartburn, oh, I have heartburn, I'm like, I'm not getting it, because I never experienced this. I never experienced it. So yeah, people actually experience this heartburn, and sometimes it comes as a result of what they eat, or as a result of fatigue. Basically, what they eat. Yeah, what they eat is actually one of the main causative of the heartburn. So yeah, that's what so many moms tend to experience. The fifth one I want to talk about is the muscle pulls. Hell, Jesus, let me not. I can't even. Guys, I need to bring myself to not get emotional about this part because I suffered muscle pull so much that I became extremely worried. Like, it was that bad. Especially when I go to bed, or especially when I'm sleeping at night. I didn't experience this in my first trimester or the second trimester. But and on the third trimester, guys, hey, I literally cry from this. Like, I wake up and I'm crying. My legs are hurting me. And thank God for the kind of person my husband is. He would literally do everything in his power to make sure that that pain goes away. So yeah, I literally suffered muscle pull so much. Like, it was so hurtful. Most times going to bed, I just dread it because I know that I was going to sleep and have muscle pulls, and it was just it was mentally draining for me. But yeah, that is something I experienced so much in pregnancy that whenever I think about it, it just drives me nuts because I didn't understand why my legs were going cuckoo on me. Like, I could be outside, maybe I could be in the marketplace, or I could be somewhere, in a public place, and all of a sudden my legs just go off. My legs practically go off on me. Hell, Jesus. Sometimes I dread going out because I just know I'm going to suffer from it. So yeah, that was something I really hated during pregnancy, and no one really talked to me about muscle pull or experiencing muscle pull of any form. So yeah, that was another thing that no one really tells you. The sixth thing I'll be talking about is the fact that you have skin tags. If not for Google, nothing from my antenatal classes, nothing was taught in the antenatal classes about skin tags. And I didn't understand why that was happening to me, but I had skin. It was just growing, it looked like an extra skin just growing out on my face right here. And it was so annoying. It was so annoying. I didn't understand why I was having it. And sometimes they don't go away. They don't just go away by themselves. You have to do something about it. It's either you cut it off, or you maybe or maybe go to the dermatologist and get it checked out. But if you come close to me, then when I was pregnant, you'd see it right there, sitting on my face. So that came out when I was pregnant with my first daughter. I didn't even know when it came out. I just all of a sudden looked at myself in the mirror and I noticed that there was something sitting right there on my face. I didn't understand why. It came out. So I personally, what I did was I cut mine out. Like, I couldn't stand it. I could not stand it on my face. So I cut mine out. But I don't advise anybody to do this. I I didn't know better. So what I would have done was, when I noticed that, I would have gone to the dermatologist and get it checked out. They have their ways of going about it and removing it in a more professional way that won't cause harm to your skin. So I cut mine out and had like a little sore bruise. So I cut mine out. From the cutting, I had like a little bruise there, and it caused hyperpigmentation around that area of my face, but it's all faded out now. But I don't advise anyone who suffers from skin tag to cut theirs out. Please don't. Please don't. If you know you suffer from skin tag, just go to the dermatologist and get it checked out, okay? If you don't know what hyperpigmentation is, it's basically where your skin becomes darker than what your natural skin color is. So, no one actually told me that I was gonna get bad hyperpigmentation. and mine occurred basically mainly on my neck area, um, on the depth of my face right here. If you look at it, you'd actually think I had like a sunburn on my face. So mine occurred right here on my face, my neck, and my tummy region. The foundation is a shade 500. I went from a shade 500 to a shade 607. As in, and the more your pregnancy progresses, the more the hyperpigmentations become more pronounced. So you'd actually get extremely darker than what you actually look like. And it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. Like, so many people see you and then they start taking pity on you. That thing drives me crazy. Like, just let me experience what I'm experiencing in peace. I don't need you to come and start taking pity on me. I did not die, okay? So yeah, that's another thing you experience in pregnancy, which is annoying. Thank you so much, guys. I really hope this video was very helpful for moms to be, and also very interactive for people who are already moms and also dads, so that you can actually prepare for when you're gonna have your baby and know how to help your wives, you know. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate. Please show me love on my previous videos. Please don't forget to click the like button. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please, guys, click the subscribe button down below and also the bell button to also get notified whenever I make a new upload. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And yeah, moms in the house, drop your experiences on things you actually experience from pregnancies, and let's know and share our thoughts and experiences together. And I really appreciate your time you put out to come and watch my videos. I am so eternally grateful. Thank you all so much, and see you in my next video. Bye, guys.